And hello there folks, RJB here from RJB TV with another game between Byul and Burgersasu. Recently we have seen Byul take on Brain, and he played that set against Brain so well that he actually ended up winning the best of set against Brain. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And now we have him going up against Burgersasu. Byul has been taking names and eliminating those names. He's been going around on a tear. So on the top, Byul Burgersasu, 0 wins for both players. Red versus blue. Zerg here is Byul. Red Zerg. And Burgersasu is on the blue Terran on the other side of the map. Well, both on the top side. So it's the 11 o'clock spawn for Burgersasu and a 1 o'clock spawn there for Byul. Let's jump back and forth and see what they're up to. I honestly like Zerg against Terran. I wouldn't say the most, but it is a very exciting matchup that doesn't get played enough because players just really hate being the Zerg on this matchup. The Koreans have figured out Terran against Zerg to such a level and degree that most of the time Zergs just get absolutely abused, beaten up, battered and bruised, and then killed. Zergs don't stand much of a chance. But if there's a player who does stand much of a chance, it might just be Byul. Byul is a very good player, and he has shown time and time again that he is a very well-rounded player, much like Burgersasu. Both these players are experts at every single race. So I've got high hopes for how Byul is going to perform here, because historically speaking, he's always performed pretty well on this matchup. He's always performed pretty well. Barracks are coming up for Burgersasu after the command center there on the top corner. Byul going for hatchery, pool, hatchery, and then of course some sunkens there in his choke, which should be coming up after the pool finishes up. Oval there finishes up, then he's going to get 2 drones. Actually, going to send 1 drone forward because he knows it is a Terran against Zerg. Against a Terran, you can afford to get only 1 sunken. You can only get 1 sunken and you'll be fine. Against a Protoss, you need to get at least 2, because 1 sunken might just not be enough. Like a Marine is not going to kill the 1 sunken. It's not. But a Zealot, if a Zealot arrives too early, that sunken might just get killed by 1 single Zealot. And the second one will of course arrive as well. So yeah, against Protoss, you need 2 of them. Because the Protoss rush is just way stronger than a Terran rush. SV scouting there, and we got Academy coming up here on the top. Triple barracks, gas is finished up there for Burgersasu. We have Byul going for a 4th hatchery. He's delaying his gas a little bit. Actually, it might just be right on time. It depends a little bit. Like sometimes I see Byul go for triple hatchery into an extractor. This time around for 4 hatcheries into extractor, meaning he has slightly different plans than usual. Usually I see him go for a very fast lair, very fast spire. Might not be what he's up to this time around. Triple sunken there in the front. Pretty strong on the defense. Might have overspent a little bit early to get triple sunken. You can make do with only 2 of them. But there's of course a chance that Burgersasu went for no command center, like Barrack, Academy, in which case he would now have around, I'd say 12 Marines and 3 medics spawning and Stim just finishing up. Stim is on the way though. The medics are not yet there. But yeah, perhaps the timing for the triple sunken is exactly on time. Because of course, Byul doesn't know that Burgersasu went for command center first. The option that he might have gone for fast Stim and medic is of course on the table, and that is why we see 4 sunkens in the front, because that should be enough to defend himself against a Marine medic Stim attack. So the lair coming up from Byul is very late lair. I've never seen him go for a lair this slowly. He's got the Hylisk den there though, so it's probably going to be lurkers. We have double gasser on the side. Lurkers it will be for sure. Burgersasu's getting a factory, which means he can get a pretty fast starport as well. I mean, he's going to finish this factory and get a starport. Most likely. Whilst he's scanning first. He's going to get that starport now. Factory number 2 Okay, Burgersasu, you're doing something I wasn't quite expecting. Like, most of the time, the Terrans just always go for the starport into a science facility on a single factory, going for double factory. Which might mean or imply that he's planning on trying to push through this choke here a little bit faster than usual. Starport should be coming up now, though. Should be coming up now. He's on triple gasser in the back. SUV's on 35, so he's pretty healthy, getting level 1 attack for the Marines. He hasn't really moved much. He hasn't even bothered checking or pressuring this choke. He doesn't know how many sunks there are. He doesn't know the configuration. He could actually stim through. With what he has right now, he could stim through because the sunkens are split up. And I think he's getting range from Marines very soon as well. So he can stim through this because the sunkens are too split up to really effectively do damage to Marines, although he only has 3 medics. He would need 6 medics to stim through. But he's going to try anyway, because it's all split up. See, it's all split up. Like, 3 sunkers at a time can hit him. Only 3 sunkers at a time can hit him. Let me just lower that a little bit. Let me also add some music. So he's stimming through. I gotta do that really quickly. He's stimming through, and the Hydralisks arrived just on time, and he only had 3 medics, so he couldn't stim through all the way. Like, you can see these sunkers are low HP. 3 more medics, and he would have been able to push through. He's going to try to siege that one up there in the front, kill those sunkers there in the front. We have some lot of Hydralisks there from Byul. He's got double Hydralisk Den, getting speed. Probably already has range, and getting Lurker aspect as well. Got a Queen's Nest for a Hive on the way, triple caster in the back. And that's a Spire coming up as well. So 5 hatchery in the back, 1 in the front, 6 hatcheries total. Burgersasu on 5 barracks. He's got 2 factories. Got Starport there finished up. Getting Science Facility the other on the way. Armory there coming up on the side for Goliaths and for Valkyries for sure. Burrow coming up there for Byul. Byul is up to something funky. Oh, actually, the Burrow is for drone burrowing against science vessels. But he might also utilize it in some other way. Not too sure, but sometimes we do see some funky burrowing technology strategies that some players do like to use. Most often it was Luckyback. I haven't really seen any other player use burrow too much. Well, Burgersasu's done it sometimes. The Hyde is coming in to try and kill the tank, but the Marines coming in to stim, but the Marines, a lot of Marines do go down. The Hydralisks retreat just on time, morphing 7 Lurkers at the same time they're in the back. 7 Lurkers on the way. 2 more factories going up there. Back at home, his economy is on 53 SCVs. He's pretty rich. He commenced their first build order, really allowing him to really tap into that higher production capability. He's building up really quickly as well. Science Facility there, Science Vessel coming out. Getting Irradiate, getting level 1 attack for his tanks. Not getting level 1 armor or level 2 attack for his Marines. So he's probably planning on moving away from Marines at some point. Pretty early. Lurkers coming up. No vessel yet. They're on the scene. Has to retreat a little bit. Lurkers buying him some time. The vessel there finally arrives. We have no Scourges in the sky yet. We have the fighter on the way and the Consume almost finished. It's going to be a very fast Consume, very fast Dark Swarm. But he's going to have to buy time for the Lurkers. He's going to have to unburrow them. Burgersasu is getting dangerously close to pushing through all the way. This one Lurker here, though, gets quite some Marine kills, but goes down in the end anyway, because the tanks in the back did teach up. More Lurkers morphing on the top side. He's got 47 drones. Quite a lot of drones this early into the game for a Zerg player. Tries to go in with a Radiate on the drones, but the Hydralisks keep that vessel away. Lurkers relocate a little bit further away, but they're still within Science Vessel range. Pushing forward, more Lurkers finishing up, trying to get that vessel with the 2 Scourge, but can't quite get in. The vessel is being protected quite well, but the Dark Swarm comes down just on time. Burgersasu cannot continue on his path through the middle of Byul's base. He's gonna have to relocate to the bottom corner here, but there's Hydralisks waiting and surrounding. Another Dark Swarm comes down. He's pushing Burgersasu away quite effectively. The large volumes are waiting on the middle to join the party. Burgersasu flying. Oh, founds a way for the Fest to go in all the way. Gets a Radiate on the drones, but burrows those drones up and prevents them from dying. Triple Evo Chamber there on the top corner. Burgersasu is looking for another way in there on the bottom corner. Gets a Zergling. There's nothing underneath the Dark Swarm there, though. Extends this Dark Swarm there with the fighter on the Lurkers, but there's a wide open space on both sides. So Burgersasu is splitting up and setting up on the left, the bottom, end here in the choke point. There's no lurkers on this left side, so everything is going to go down to the tanks. The Marines there killing the Zerglings. One tank does go down, but clears that all out. We're just hunting for the vessel, get taken down there by the Marines. Vessel number 2 on the bottom. Burgersasu sending... Oh, that vessel on the bottom going to go down. Goodbye. But the one on the left is still alive. Lurkers burrowing up under that dark swarm. No defiler on the map at the moment. I repeat, no defiler. This is where it becomes dangerous for Byul, because no defiler means everything is killable. He's up his tank, within range of the drones. Drones try to run away, burrows them up just in time, but he has to... Oh, excuse me. I flipped my mouse over. Oh, gets the drones with the fire bat. Runs in there and gets all the kills. How many kills does he have? 37. That fire bat was the absolute MVP. Absolute MVP. Yeah, I flipped over my mouse by accident. So that's why we scrolled away at that crucial moment in time. 73 SCVs for Burgersasu, 7 for Byul. Byul does clear out the base, but another wave is on the way. Might have been just a little bit too late for him to survive the attack. The damage has been dealt, damage has been done. I think that second defiler came out too slow. Byul made a mistake. Don't often see him make a mistake like that. Firebats running in, no detection on the scene. No detection on the scene. This one lurker is the MVP, killing everything, but tanks sieging up. Gonna try to kill those drones yet again. Gets shot off. Kills one. But shot number 2 gonna kill the rest. Well, not that many. Not that many kills, but Byul does tap out. It's GG. He has no economy. Nothing to stay alive with. There's no other option than to call it quits and move on to game number 2. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 games. We're gonna do 2 games this video, and then I might even do a 3rd game. Not too sure. Depends on how long the 3rd game is. Let's go to game number 2. Burgersasu against Byul. So Byul played pretty well, but all it takes is one single slip-up. That is why Zerg against Terran is so difficult on fastest map. Zerg needs a lot of gas and advanced technology, and a Terran can kind of just push through with tanks and Marines and some science vessels. You need a whole lot less gas as a Terran than as a Zerg, and when you need a whole lot of gas as a Zerg really early on, you simply don't have enough minerals to progress quickly, or as quickly as the Terran can. It's a very difficult matchup to play. Zerg against Terran. Now Byul is on the Protoss, and we have Burgersasu there on the orange Protoss. Terran against Protoss. Byul is a Terran professional. He played professionally as Terran, which goes to say that his Terran is most likely and probably very good. Most of you have already seen his Terran perform at absolute top level. It is amazing. Burgersasu's Protoss is just as equally amazing, if you ask me. Burgersasu on the Protoss, not something that we very often get to see, but it's a very good Protoss. He has some very good moves. Although I do have to admit that he has become a little bit less good on Protoss over the years, because he has carpal tunnel and he has slowed down his play a little bit. He used to be way faster, and I do think that his Protoss used to be more explosive, more expressive in the past. But without saying, or without much further ado, Burgersasu, his Protoss is still top level. Without a doubt, it is still absolute top level. They went for Nexus Gateway. Now that is something I was not expecting, because usually I'm of the opinion that triple gateway after a Nexus against a Terran is not going to be very effective, because the Terran has barracks and Marines, although it's only double barracks there from Byul. And he's actually not going to produce Marines for a little bit to build a second command center, which means that, that the amount of Marines he has is even lower than it could have possibly been. He also used an SCV to scout and 2 Marines to scout. And this broke bear is going to find out where Byul is on the map, although he turns around and runs back home because he doesn't want to get killed. He's assuming that there are more Marines, and he's not wrong. There are 2 more Marines. Not a lot of Marines, but more Marines indeed. Double gas are coming up in the back. Very late gas. No no Cybercore or Forge yet either. He's just going to try to rely on the triple gateway Zealot production. And Byul should be fine under these conditions. He has a wall coming up in the front. SV there scouts the base. There's a Cybercore, they're on the way. Still no Forge. We have an Academy there for Byul. No Academy. Gas quite late. The triple gateway production might still work for Burgersasu, purely because we have a double barracks there from Byul, and he is kind of cutting into his production quite a bit. Either he's planning on going for a fast factory or a third command center. He's saving up a lot of minerals. Most of the time that means third command center. Maybe it's going to be a factory. But I'm getting a bit anxious here. It's a factory. Very fast factory there for Byul. Hiding it on the top corner there, not here in the main vicinity. A little bit further away where Burgersasu might not see it if he does get into the base. Bunker in the front to keep those zealots away. The zealot count is growing steadily and quite nicely. I mean, it's only triple gateway production. Delayed triple gateway production, but he is getting those zealots out onto the map. Getting dragoons now as well. Which might not, it might be or it might not be the correct choice. Another bunker coming up behind this wall there in the front. As if he kills, a Marine gets killed there on the middle. But no further additional information coming in there for Byul. Burgersasu getting a robo in the front. A cannon in the front. Zealous touching and feeling. Just seeing if they can go in or not. Like he's checking if Byul has been following the rules. Does he have protection? Does he have enough Marines? Just checking up on whether he can do something or not. And that's of course important information because now of course Burgersasu can formulate a plan. Bunker in the front, no actual wall that closes off the front. It's pretty big information. When you can confirm that the Terran did not completely wall off but built a kind of like a small opening in the front, you can try some run-by strategies with Reaver and Zealot. Tank is on the way, so it's siege mode, getting double star port to counter the shuttles. We have double robot there in the front from Burgersasu. We have a very slow support bay. I don't even see the support bay yet. It's so slow, it's so unusual to go for a support bay this late. But he's building up on dragoons, hiding hiding them away from the scan location. Like, this is where Byul is going to scan. So he's hiding the dragoons that are off on the side to make sure that when Byul scans, the dragoons don't get found out. Now he's moving beyond. He's moving them away out of the base. Planning on going for a small little follow attack, but we have a tank setting up very early. Very early tank. Most of the time we see the tank in about 6 minutes sieging up. This time, 5:35, it's sieged up. He's gonna try to break through. He might be able to break through, but Marines in the back stimming up. He's got 8 Marines in the bunker. Double bunker there protecting well enough. Gonna have to turn around. He baits some Marines out of the base though. So a couple Marines do go down, but the Zealots will pay for it with their lives. They have Dragoons coming forward, and this might cause some trouble because now the amount of Marines is very, very low. Bunker's still alive there though, so that bunker gonna help him stay alive. Only 2 tanks against about 10 Dragoons, and more Dragoons on the way, and double Reaver in production, but the rates are... Actually, the rates might not be that effective. Dragoons will absolutely destroy the raid, so Byul might have gone for a slightly wrong path of approach here, getting 3 more barracks. He's hunting, he's waiting for the shuttle to come over the top side here. He scans the front. He scans the front. Sees nothing there, which means Burgersasu has already left the base. Double Reaver on the middle, joined by Dragoons, 3 tanks in the front. Marines are being pulled back by Byul because he's probably expecting a shuttle drop to come from the bottom. Oh, these raids are here on the exact correct location. Burgersasu is not going to go for a frontal attack. He might go for a fly-in over the top. He might not go in at all. He's returning back home. He's returning back to the middle. He might have seen or not seen those raids. But the raids were like, oh, so close. Like, they could barely not see each other. It's a little, like, now he's on the correct spot. He's flying over the bottom side. Raids on the top side. We have Marines at the bottom, a tank as well. Flies in, tries getting closer. Gonna have to unload right next to the Marines. Oh, shuttle gets taken down. Ooh, gets a great shot there on almost everything. Gets a shot off on the SCVs as well, but most of the SCVs make their way out of there just on time. Almost got at least 12 kills, but he got like 4 or 5. Very close call there for Byul, which is really good for Byul because now he has more supply than Burgersasu and almost the exact same amount of workers, getting a third commensator as well because he defended against the first drop without taking damage. He can afford to get a third commensator. And still only just a 2-port defense, getting a science facility. Drop comes in, unloading. One Reaver gets onto the ground, gets taken down. Reaver takes a couple of Marines with him, but that was a pretty good defense. The Dragoons are there to keep raids and buildings away from the sides to reduce the vision Byul has. But Byul so far is doing really, really well. 4 barracks in the front, get level 1 attacker on the way for the Marines. You're gonna get a whole lot of Marines all around his base to help him defend. But factory number 2 and 3, they're on the way. And here back at home, we got 4 starports from Burgersasu. He wants to kill those raids. He wants to kill the raids. Check in the front, take some damage. Move to the side to reduce vision. We have an observatory for observers. We have an observer on the way. No observer there yet. No observer there yet. But Burgersasu is going to use this time until he has an observer to get more gateways, get more economy, get a bigger base. Because he really needs... Oh no, he doesn't believe... Oh yes. What's he going to do? I thought he was going to wait for an observer because the raids are going to snipe those shuttles out of the sky and he scanned it. Raids are on the map hunting for it, but he saw the distortion of the raids with the Dragoons. Or maybe the raids cloaked up as they flew over the Dragoons. So he knows to return back home to the safety of the cannons. The raids are hunting but can't quite find the shuttles. So a lot of information going back and forth and both players trying to outplay the other but not quite succeeding. Tanks on the high ground there though, that's a great one. That's a great one. But we have the raids coming in, but they find sniping the observers. Ooh, observer stays alive. Ooh, very close call. The scan did not last long enough. And Burgersasu kept it alive with some movement. Byul forced to retreat. Lost most of his raids. Only 2 of them survived. That's pretty much nothing at all. Pretty much nothing at all. He's going to have to build more raids back at home. Got a lot of Marines, like a lot of Marines. The 5 barrack Marine production is insane. He's not rally pointing the barracks, he's keeping them here in the middle. So the Marines just spawn in a very favorable position, getting more barracks. Holy crap, he's going for a level 2 attack, level 1 armor as well. This is some very, very heavy Marine play. Comes in over the top, flies in, finds a huge group of Marines, tries to force his way through, unloads, but nothing gets to shoot on anything at all. Marines with stim delete everything that unloads really quite quickly. It's like 30, 40 Marines on the scene protecting 2 bunkers, a couple tanks, and 68, 70 SCVs, 87 probes there for Burgersasu. He's gonna build some pylons and cannons on the sides. Here back at home, we have 4 robos, we have about 10 gateways, a couple more on the way, got double forge for upgrades. He's currently on 111 upgrades. Getting air upgrades as well. Got 1 cyber core. Doesn't have a... Oh, there's a second one. Has a 3rd forge as well. The bottom side drop is what he's aiming for. Comes in. The bottom side is less well protected than the top side. Stims over the bottom side. Templars unloading, storming. Gets 4, 5, 6 kills on those SCVs. But the other SCVs all managed to make their escape. Drop gets shut down. Byul is fine and healthy with his 10 barrack build order. Yeah, 10 barracks. Getting ghosts with lockdown as well. So yeah, this is something we don't often see anymore. We don't often see these very heavy bio builds for Terran against Protoss anymore because Storms and Reavers just absolutely destroy the Marines. But Byul believes in the bio ball. He believes in the ball of Marines and Ghosts to shut down that Protoss aggression. He believes in it. So he's shooting over the wall to kill turrets, but tanks on the high ground are going to shut that down. But now drop on the bottom side goes in. Byul doesn't respond, gets a great storm, kills about 20 SCVs. Great shot. Kills about 20 Marines as well. That fight. Burgersasu finally landed a drop. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing. But killing 20 SCVs is always pretty good. Always pretty good. Now he has to kill those cannons on the bottom as well. Cannons on the middle there from Burgersasu as well. We're about 13 minutes into the game. 86 probes, about 20 gateways. Wow, okay, 16 gateways. Only 4 starports. Start gates, excuse me. Yeah, both players are progressing. Burgersasu currently in the lead economically. Supplies about the same, which means Byul has a big army. Comes over the bottom side again, but Marines on the scene, but they're stimming a little bit too late. Templars are loading yet again. Storms on those SCVs yet again. Oh, only 4 kills again. He had like 4 kills 4 times already. Maybe 5 times. Just hasn't had much luck with every single storm drop or reaver drop except for one. The Marine defense is legit. It's legit. It's cheap. Marines are cheap. 50 minerals for a Marine and they can stim and heal with a medic. Super, super duper cheap. He actually only has 3 medics drop over the front side. Lockdown's not happening. It's still being researched. Storms. Oh, hits the SCVs this time around. Really hard hitting Storms. Goes down to 29 SCVs. I think he had about 65. So it gets almost 40 kills. Almost 40 kills. Byul is finally starting to bleed. Doesn't have a lot of money. Has a lot of gas though. He can put those SCVs from the gas onto the minerals. His level 2 attack on the Marines, I believe. 1 armor. Level 3 attack on the way. Lockdown will soon finish, which will make drops harder to pull off. As long as Byul gets to lock those shuttles down. Drop on the bottom side. Marine will spot it out. Tanks to the high ground, killing those cannons and pylons. Back at home, hasn't really built much. I was really expecting him to go for carriers, but he might not go for carriers because of the Marines and Ghosts. Unloads. Storms on nothing at all. Sadly. Or maybe a Marine. Yeah. Oh, he's got 1 more Templar. Oh, he's used every single storm. And so far, it's largely just Byul defending drops and succeeding most of the time. Failed to succeed 2 times, and those 2 times he got hit are just amounting up to him being in a quite poor economic condition. Another drop over the bottom side. Tries to go in over an open space. Flies over the triple armory. Arrives on the scene. Lockdown happening. Templars unloaded though. Templars storming. Ooh, barely misses the SCV. Says 1 more storm. Gets a couple. That's a good one. Gets about 10 kills. Byul is repeatedly getting hurt. Repeatedly getting hurt. Byul just couldn't lock down those shuttles fast enough. The Ghosts were actually all kind of clumped up in one spot. Couldn't lock down on time. A lot of drop there flying over the middle or into the middle. Got more Stargates on the way finally. His upgrades are, I think, pretty good. 2-2 for the ground, 2-2 for the air. Getting level 3-3, 3-3-3 for everything. Yeah, I think he might go for carriers. Drop comes in. Locked it all down, though. Ooh, beautiful one. Beautiful one. This time around, Byul managed to succeed. He had to succeed. If he had gotten hit on his economy right there and then, it might have been a game he could not recover from. But now he's recovering, and he is reaching the point where he's once again almost healthy enough to fight back. You have a double drop. No, not a double drop. It's courses on the bottom for a fake drop, and the real drop comes from the top side. They're flying it over the top. Ghost getting into position. 1 lockdown, 2 lockdown, 3 lockdown. The Templar did unload, but only got a couple of tanks under its storm. So yeah, the Ghosts are paying off. The Ghosts are paying off, and at this point, going carriers is actually too risky. Because Ghosts are very, very good against carriers. Very good. And he's going for carriers after all. Like, the problem is, if the Ghost gets a lockdown on a carrier, you get a lot of supply stuck into doing absolutely nothing. But this time around, drops unloading. Templar storming hits him right in the balls, right in the nuts. Huge kick. Yeah, down to 14. He has an army, but at this point, his economy is so dangerously bad. It's so dangerously bad that Burgersasu just has to start killing anything. Just kill anything in Byul's base, and you built yourself a lead. Relying on just the ghost to lock down and not dodging just winds up backfiring. This one has to get locked down. Has to get locked down. Templar does unload. Templar storms yet again. Byul didn't dodge. Oh, Byul is believing in the lockdowns a little bit too much. He's going to have to start just dodging those storms because at this point his economy is going to be terrible for the remainder of the game. And he can never win with a bad economy. It's impossible to win with a bad economy. That's one of the few things that reigns and rules supreme in StarCraft. Doesn't matter which map you play, if your economy is bad, you are going to have a bad time. A very, very bad time. So we have carriers on the way there from Burgersasu. And drops flying across, hoping to find a way in. He's getting cannons on the sides, but the cannons keep getting killed by tanks. He's now on 30 SCVs. He's recovering, but the recovery is so slow, so miserable. He has Marines in production. Some medics as well. Ghosts are everywhere, drop on the bottom. Yet again, same angle. Ghosts have to lock this down. Templars do unload yet again, but too far away to hit the SCVs. So he kills Ghosts and Marines instead. He didn't dodge again. He's not dodging anymore. Byul is playing this on a knife's edge. We have a small little gateway proxy base being built. We have 10 Stargates? 9 Stargates? That was a fleet beacon? Oh, that's 10 Stargates. He has 12 carriers? 10 carriers. So it's not an overpowering amount of carriers, but it is a good amount of carriers. Got another drop coming in. Ghost in between. Will he lock this one down? No, he will not. He unloads nothing. He had one Zealot in there and nothing else. The carriers have arrived on the scene. Does he have enough Ghosts with energy for lockdown? Yeah, he does. You can see the purple bar underneath. That's about 150 energy. 185. Yeah, he has a lot of lockdowns. He has a lot of lockdowns. I think the carriers will get killed by a lockdown and EMP. Also, the great thing about Marines is when you have a level 3 attack on Marines, they kill interceptors quite nicely, quite quickly. But you need a lot of Marines to do it. 55 SCVs. So far, Burgersasu more or less untouched on the top. One lockdown comes down, but the carrier is just out of range. Just beyond the high ground. Like, it can no longer fight for at least like a minute, but it will return to the fight. It won't get killed. Got a big drop coming up. Zealot's gonna run through the front to try and slow this attack down. Attacks it again over the top side, flying in. Has to be careful with the ghost though. He has to be careful with those ghosts. Raids are coming up. Gonna try to kill the add-on. He killed the add-on, so no more ghosts in production. Shuttles flying through, lockdown, but it's too many shuttles. He unloads. Templars honestly doesn't dodge the storm again. Did not dodge the storm. Loses SCVs. 29 still alive. He really is gambling on being fast enough with the lockdowns. Gambling is not working out. Byul is getting picked apart slowly. Supply is dropping dangerously. The frontal push got shut down by those Zealots as well. And the carriers on the top are all still alive. The lockdowns have done nothing at the moment. But Burgersasu is also playing this very smartly. He's trying to stay at maximum range away from the ghosts. He's picking off the ghosts. He's target firing the ghosts from maximum carrier attack range. Very, very good stuff. So he's peeling away at the outer layers. Marines coming in with stim to kill the interceptors. We can see the interceptor count is quite low. Scans the high ground. Goes for the Arbiter. There's no observer on the scene. Goes from behind as well. He's surrounded by the front and the back. Goliaths, Marines, and Ghosts. He's gonna have to make his escape. Goes behind the hill. Raid's still in the chase. There's only 2 raids though, but he needs an observer on the scene right now. Shell's coming in as well. Shell's coming in as well. Observer is on the scene. Actually, he had an observer there all along. Goodbye raids. Goodbye Goliaths. Drop gonna fly in over the top. Ghosts in between. Locks it down. Templar didn't load. Templar did not storm. The factories, only 2 are still up. Although he's got 4 in the bottom as well. So topside factories going down, slowly killing the outer layers of Byul's base. Byul's minerals are still low, 41 SCVs. 300, 400 minerals, it's not much. It's really not much. You can see it in his supply as well. Byul cannot produce fast enough. His supply is staying low, and it will stay low for a little while longer. As long as Burgersasu just keeps hitting him. These small little side attacks and flying in shields at the same time, sooner or later Burgersasu will kill Byul. Well, Byul is really in a bad position. Burgersasu, great position. 84 probes, 15,000, 16,000 minerals. He's rich. He can afford to kill like 24 probes and just go for a mass attack all over the place. It's something he can do, which he's already doing. He's got Dragoons, Zealots, and Templars ready to attack over the front. We've got the carriers now attacking the front to make sure that the front is wide open for that mass attack. Burgersasu, great planning. Opening up that front door to open up a place to walk in from. There's almost no tanks in the base. This gateway army attacking will be disastrous. It will be terrible for Byul. But not the best storm. That's a better one. Oh, Ghost getting killed as well. He locked down an observer, locks down 2 carriers. It's something. Not much, but it's something. 40 supply difference. Byul is trying to keep up, trying to stay in the race, but Burgersasu just barging through that front door with Dragoons and carriers. Marines don't stand much of a chance. Ghosts locking down those carriers from the cloak. If he can get all the carriers locked, he's getting all of them. He's getting almost all of those carriers, but the Dragoons are so strong. Look at them. The Marines don't stand a chance. He needs tanks. He needs tanks badly. And he's relocating tanks from the back to the front, but it might be too late. It might be too late. He stormed his own probes as well. Shuttle comes in. Oh, just dancing in the front there. It might just be there to trick him. Might just be baiting a lockdown. He's dancing back and forth. Look at the shuttle go. Dancing back and forth, just toying with him. Another lockdown on a carrier. He needs 2 more carriers to lock down. Zealous marching through. He has so much open supply space with the 30 probes. I don't think Byul can survive this one. I don't think he can survive this one, because even if the carriers do get locked down, he can't kill them. Templar's on the scene, kills the SCVs, and ooh, that's going to be a GG. I expect Byul to tap out. Burgersasu is dancing with the carriers. He's just showing off now, just marching in there. Another lockdown comes up, but the carriers will, of course, stay alive. There's literally nothing that can kill them. Yes, they're locked down, but nothing can kill them. Absolutely nothing stands in Burgersasu's way of victory. That's GG. Called it. Called it GG. Burgersasu wins game number 2. But we actually have a game number 3, which I'm just going to do right now, because why not? Just going to do it right now, because why not? Let's just get a quick screenshot, because who knows, maybe I'll use that one for the thumbnail. Maybe I won't. Game number 3. Let's find it. Let's load it up. Like, I said I was going to only do 2 games, but you know what? Let's just do the entire set. Let's just do all the games that are part of this set. Game number 3. Let's go into it. Byul against Burgersasu. The score at the moment is 2 wins for Burgersasu. No wins for Byul. Byul, who had such a strong showing against Brain in the previous video, is getting picked apart, destroyed by Burgersasu. Now Byul is on the Protoss, Red Protoss. He's a very strong Protoss. We saw him play Protoss against Brain, and Burgersasu as well, of course, in the past. But against Brain, he played a really good Protoss. I've got high expectations here from Byul. Will he be able to take down Burgersasu here? That is something I'm not sure about. Burgersasu is a very good defensive Terran. Very good offensive Terran as well. He's like all around just an amazing Terran. Going for a barracks first build order, not taking any risks. No risks are taken. Now it becomes a question, what is Byul going to do to take down Burgersasu? I'm going to change my mouse settings a little bit. Wait, give me a sec. I'm not liking this scroll speed. Yeah, this is better. This is way faster. Look at this. Like, when I cast games, I usually don't have my hand on my mouse. So I use the arrow keys to move around. It's actually a little bit better to just use the mouse like this and, you know, be able to highlight stuff, select stuff. But I don't really have the habit of having my hands on the mouse. Not sure why I don't do it, but I just don't like it. It would be better if I did, though. Would be better if I did. So triple barracks there from Burgersasu. We have a scout there from Byul. He's going for triple gateway. Triple gateway. And a simulator. I think Byul did the same build order against Brain in the other video that I made too recently. Like, I think it was the previous video where he did this 3 gateway opening into a simulator. He had a lot of success with this build order against Brain. Will it work against Burgersasu? It is, in fact, a very good build order against triple gateway. When you go for barracks, supply, barracks, like triple barracks opening on 8 supply, you're going to have an easy time defending. Well, I wouldn't say an easy time, but you still have to put a lot of effort into it. So a lot of micro effort has to be put into defending. But defending against gateways is much easier when you go for your barracks on 8 supply instead of 9 supply. You simply have more Marines. You simply have more Marines to defend yourself with. Also, he's making sure there's only a small, tight, little, narrow wall for Byul to walk through. Has to get the SV first, gets through, Burgersasu pulling back. The Zealots are strong. You gotta admit, the micro is good from both players, but Byul is kind of just trying to get as many kills as he can. 5 Marines stay alive. I don't think Byul killed enough of those Marines to really get an advantage out of this build order. Getting Dragoons now. He's going to just keep on being aggressive. Going to keep on trying to hit Burgersasu right in the face. Got a second bunker coming up behind the wall. Academy on the way. No command center there in the back for Burgersasu. Burgersasu just speed running his stim and range upgrades. Because I do think Burgersasu scouted Byul's base. I think he saw the Cyber Core. So he kind of knows what's coming up. He kind of knows he needs range and stim. Is he going to go for range or stim? That's now the big question. Is he going to go for range or stim? If he goes for range, then we know that Burgersasu knows that Dragoons are happening. If he goes for stim, then we know that Burgersasu does not know that Dragoons are happening. Yeah, okay, we got range on the way. Range on the way, Burgersasu knows it has to be Dragoons. Also getting a siege mode there in the back, and getting command center number 2. So triple bunker with range, which will counter the Dragoon range that Byul is going for. Now Byul is going for 2 more Nexus. Triple Nexus build order. I think Byul knows he's not getting through. I think Byul knows he's not getting into Burgersasu's base. So now he's switching to a big economy build order to hopefully make up for that poor opening. A poor opening. Goes in, but he's got range, shooting on the bunker, trying to take it down, but getting repaired. The bunker will go down, though. Like it's 6 Dragoons, 3 Zealots, 3 SCVs will not be able to repair that on time. Depot's going down. Will he get supply blocked? He's gonna get supply blocked. Yeah, that's a supply block. But right before Burgersasu got supply blocked, he put a tank into the queue. With tank and siege mode are both on the way. If he didn't have a siege tank, coming out anytime soon, Byul would actually be able to win right here with this army. He would be able to break through with the Dragoons and kill the bunker. He's gonna try. He's gonna try. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Oh, I was so wrong. He does not need the tank. The tank's gonna help him out, but he didn't need the tank specifically. He's defending just fine with the Marines with range. So Burgersasu repels the attack. Both players have kind of low worker counts, but they both went for the very delayed command center, very delayed nexus, just focusing on the early aggression. But the early aggression from Byul did not pay off. Now he's going to try to just get as many probes as he can, get as many gateways as he can, and hopefully get into late game very quick. He just wants to max out. Triple rope on the bottom though. Double Reaver on the way. Shuttle in the sky. Shuttle speed on the way. Citadel Lovadoon coming up on the top. He has to get cannons everywhere against tank drops. Burgersasu loves to go tank drops. He just always finds a way, finds a moment to fly a tank, a dropship with a tank, across the map into your base and kill some probes. So Byul is protecting himself from the tank drop option. Like we got 4 cannons on the bottom, a couple more cannons on the top side there. He is patching up his weaknesses. I don't have a glass of water with me. And I've been talking for about 30 minutes now, and I'm starting to feel it. Now here's a funny thing. Burgersasu is attacking. Byul is attacking. This is really silly. This is really, really silly. Byul is invading into Burgersasu's base, but Burgersasu is doing the same thing, invading Byul's base. We might just see both players kill each other here. I've never seen this situation before, where a Protoss is shuttling in units into the Terran base, and the Terran is going for a counterattack at the same time. Who is going to win? Who is going to die? Both players are looking awfully weak at this moment in time. Both players are going to die. There's no way either player can defend the other one. Oh, actually, tanks are spawning. Marines are doing a great job there. The Reaver goes in. Oh, he's going for the tank. Unloads the Reavers. Reavers, oh, gets some shots. Protects the Reavers, keeps them alive. But here the tank's pushing forward as well. This is insane. This is not what I was expecting. Both the Dragoons are going down, though. Only the Reaver's still alive. Marines going into cannons. Reavers on the bottom side. Here, oh, their FCV survived. SCV survived. Marines are spawning. Dragoons still there alive. Hunting down the tank. Marine saves the tank. Oh, the Reaver went down. Oh no. It flew into the turret. Oh no. The Reavers here back at home. Get killed. Oh, that scarab killed like 10 Marines. This might actually be survivable, although tanks teaching up, killing some probes. Only 5. Only 5. So both players attacking each other with everything they had, and it looks like both players will survive. Not what I was expecting. I was really expecting one of these two players to die. I was expecting one of the two players to just die. But both of them survive and stay alive. I would say that Byul is in a worse shape than Burgersasu. Byul has 3 robotics, 2 Dragoons, no gateways. Burgersasu, though, 6 barracks, 3 factories, starboard. Burgersasu is in a much better position to survive this and win this game than Byul is, but both players still alive despite the double all-in attack. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting one of them to die. Get killed, murdered, brutally, without mercy. Both players managed to stay alive. That is important, which means the game is still going on. But though a tank drop comes in, unloads a tank, ready to shoot its load, tank sieges up, gets no shut off on those pros. Extremely close call. Extremely close call. 60 probes, 55 SCVs. Dropship on the high ground against shuttles flying in over the top. No vision on the hill on the bottom. Both players are somewhat recovering their armies from that earlier battle. Burgersasu, having barracks and factories, unlike Byul who had no gateways, is recovering quicker. He has an army. Byul has 3 dragoons. Dark Templars on the way. Reavers on the scene ready to protect. Dark Templars might save him. If he has scan energy, they might not. Reavers coming forward. Oh, huge shot there on the bottom Marines. Dark Templars on the scene. Scans. Dark Templars don't stand a chance. Reavers are loading on the bottom side. I think Bill's gonna die. I think Bill is gonna die after all. It wasn't the all-in attack, it was the follow-up. Oh, great shots there with the Reaver. Triple Reaver. The Triple Reaver can actually win this game. Like, they can oh, he's being very greedy. Very greedy. Oh, it's working out. It's working. Oh, the one Reaver. Oh no, the one Reaver. Oh, it dies. Doesn't get to kill everything. For the Reavers, I think Bill made a slight micro mistake there. Oh, Siege is up within range of those probes. Oh, the probes ran away to safety. Dark Templars unloading. Dark Templars getting scanned. Dark Templars getting killed. Oh, it stayed alive. The Dark Templars stayed alive. Dark Templar. Oh, another scan comes down just on time. Marines joining the party. He's building turrets now as well. We have Reavers being built on the bottom. Reaver unloads. Reaver tries to ooh, gets terrible scarab shots. He had to get those 2 tanks, but he got the Marines. Only 3. Oh, okay. He kills the tanks anyway. The Zealot spawned. It killed the tanks with splash damage. Reaver unloads. Reaver ready to shoot. Reaver, oh, gets taken down by the Marines. Couldn't shoot his scarab on time. Unlucky call. Unlucky break. Tank siege is up. It's within range. It's moving away. It's still within range. Oh, that was a huge shot. Huge shot. 62 kills on the tank. Oh, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So very weird final game, but Burgersasu wins all 3 games. Byul doesn't get a single win. Burgersasu comes out on top, reigns supreme. Thank you for watching. It was RGB for RJB TV. Please do subscribe, become a member, or whatever else you want to do. I just hope to see you return whenever I make that next video.